that chap there. Okay, this is possibly the biggest project I've ever undertaken. I haven't touched it for a good few months now, because I've been meaning to make a video on it. Basically, it's a family tree for as many dinosaurs as possible. Ideally, every known species. You can zoom in using the mouse scroll wheel, or by clicking on a group. The main reason I did it so if you can click on groups is because it works on mobile, but it's actually pretty good to use that feature on PC anyway. So if you want to find a specific dinosaur, you can just zoom in. Let's say Acrocanthosaurus, because I actually have a picture for this. And most of them don't have pictures, but we'll get to that in a minute. You can scroll down, and there's a separate scroll bar for the tab to do with the specific genus that you've selected. First of all, it shows the classification. It shows any junior synonyms. Sometimes if it's a possible duplicate of another genus. It tells you who described it. It gives you a whole classification, and you can click on any of those to go to that group, say. And it will also show up on the screen here. If you scroll down, it will tell you when it lived, the year it was described, length in meters, and how big it looks compared to a human, and also the area in which it was discovered. Now there'll be a link to this in the description. You can go and check it out and have a play around if you like. But the main reason that I'm doing this video... Oh, and just one more thing. There's also a search feature. So let's just put a Z in, see what that comes up with. Okay, there's a species of Aorun and anomaly IPs, both called Zwar, or however you pronounce that. You will notice that in order for them to not duplicate each other in the code, this one has an extra space after it, which looks a bit weird with the comma, but it's the only way I could work out how to do it. And let's say we put a J in, and we have... Oh, we've got a variety of options here for the letter J. Let's go with something that actually begins with J, and the subfamily Jingfenjopterygini, which we only have. It's in the Troodontidae family, so it's a group of troodontids. But you get the idea, we've got a lovely search as well. But the main reason I'm showing you this is there's a get involved here, and I would anyone who wants to get involved. First of all, you can contribute artwork. I imagine this will be the most popular because drawing dinosaurs is perhaps more fun than searching things on Wikipedia and typing them out in code form, which is what the last two are. But then there's probably people who enjoy that as well. So, something for everyone here. So, there's a few criteria for artwork. So, it has to be in widescreen ratio so that it fits properly, have a white background, face rightwards, etc. And it also explains how you will be properly credited. There's a as well. There's also a reference so that you know which ones are drawn, which ones are classified, which ones have the details filled in, etc. Next up, you can contribute some details. So the details you'll be giving are the name, time it lived, the year it was described, length in meters, any junior synonyms, possible senior synonym, countries that it was discovered in, the people who described it, a filler value because never mind, and any notes that you have as well. You can add those too. And it might look a bit complicated because it's just a bunch of code, but it's actually quite simple, just step by step. Each step is pretty simple. You should be able to get the hang of it if you want to do this. And finally, you can contribute some phylogenetics. Now this is probably the most complicated part, because you'll have to have a bit of a faff about with Google Images or Wikipedia, finding the nearest parent taxon on the project, and then working from there, and then how you build that up. This is a little more complicated. If you do want to do this though, you should be able to get the hang of it from this page, and this is what the result will look like. So, help is very much appreciated, and if you know anyone else who might find this interesting or might want to contribute, let them know too.